Los Angeles was buzzing with its usual blend of scandal, romance, and whispered secrets, but Tuesday's episode of The Bold and The Beautiful added a jolt of electricity that will ripple across families for weeks. Two major storylines dominated the screen: Will Spencer's unraveling fear over Luna Nozawa's unexpected live broadcast, and Ridge Forrester's heartfelt, long-awaited proposal to Brooke Logan. Will Spencer's panic over Luna. The episode opened in the sleek, modern offices of Spencer Publications. Will Spencer, no longer the wide-eyed child viewers once knew, now carried himself like the heir apparent to his father's empire. But beneath the polished exterior was a simmering storm. His phone buzzed with notification after notification, messages, missed calls, even screenshots. The cause? Luna Nozawa, the young intern at Forrester Creations, known for her charm and quiet determination, had gone live on social media the night before. At first, it seemed harmless, her bubbly personality shining through as she talked fashion, design, and the energy of working at Forrester. But somewhere along the line, Luna veered into dangerous territory. Will scrolled through the replay, with his heart pounding. Luna had casually mentioned things she shouldn't have. A cryptic remark about a deal at Spencer that could shake up the Forresters left viewers intrigued, but for Will, it spelled disaster. She wasn't supposed to know about that confidential discussion, let alone hint at it in front of thousands of live viewers. Justin Barber stormed into Will's office, waving his tablet. She said it will. The clip is already circulating. If Bill sees this before we clean it up, you're finished. Will ran a hand through his hair, panic flashing in his eyes. His attempts at branching out independently from his father, carving a role of leadership instead of just privilege, were teetering on collapse. One intern's slip of the tongue could undo everything. Meanwhile, at Forrester Creations, Luna sat in the design office blissfully unaware of the storm she'd unleashed. Zen teased her about becoming a social media superstar, while RJ Logan warned her that playing with public platforms could backfire in unpredictable ways. Luna, though, shrugged it off with a laugh. It was just a little live session. Who cares? But across town, Will cared, and his frantic pacing hinted at bigger stakes than Luna could imagine. Ridge's proposal. While corporate secrets brewed trouble, romance took center stage at the Forrester mansion. Brooke Logan stood near the fireplace, reminiscing over framed photographs of her long, tangled history with Ridge Forrester. She had been through decades of heartbreak and healing, betrayals and reconciliations. Still, every time Ridge entered the room, her breath seemed to catch as though they were meeting for the first time. On this particular afternoon, Ridge had arranged something different. He insisted Brooke meet him after work, and when she arrived, candles flickered across the living room. A vase of her favorite roses sat on the table. Brooke's eyes widened. Ridge, what is all this? He took her hands, his usual confident grin softening into something tender. Logan, I've spent a lifetime fighting what's right in front of me. I've loved you, lost you, found you again. And every single time, it only proves what I already know. You're it. You're my everything. Brooke's lips trembled as Ridge knelt down, pulling a small velvet box from his pocket. The room seemed to hold its breath. Marry me, Brooke. Let's stop letting the past dictate the future. I want forever with you. The moment was classic bold, and the beautiful, sweeping music, Brooke's eyes glistening with tears, and a long pause that left viewers shouting at their screens. She whispered his name, overcome, as the episode cut away, leaving the answer hanging like perfume in the air. Intertwining drama. As Ridge poured out his heart, the drama with Will and Luna threatened to spill into the Forrester world. Carter Walton entered the design office, his expression grave. He held his phone up to Luna. Do you realize what you said on that live stream? You mentioned the Spencer deal. Luna's jaw dropped. I didn't think. RJ jumped in, protective. She didn't mean to. Everyone makes mistakes. But Carter shook his head. This isn't a simple mistake, Luna. Spencer Publications and Forrester Creations are already walking on thin ice with each other. If Bill Spencer or will take this the wrong way, it could blow up into something much bigger than you realize. The tension bled into Will's world as well. He finally confided in Justin that if Bill discovered he had been the one discussing the deal where Luna overheard, he'd lose his father's trust completely. "I was trying to step up, trying to prove I could handle more responsibility," Will admitted, his voice breaking with the weight of youthful pride. "Now I've jeopardized everything." Family reactions. Across town, Katie Logan sensed something was wrong. She caught sight of Will, his usually composed self cracking under pressure. "Sweetheart, what's going on?" she asked gently. But Will snapped back. "Nothing, Mom. Just business." Katie frowned, her intuition sparking. She knew the Spencer men well, and panic rarely ended quietly. She resolved to find out what her son was hiding, unaware that his secret might entangle her own sister Brooke's future happiness. Meanwhile, Steffi Forrester was the first to hear about Ridge's proposal. She found her father glowing with anticipation and couldn't help but smile. "About time, Dad," she teased, though her eyes carried an unspoken warning. Brooke had broken Ridge's heart before, more than once. Could this time truly be different? Cliffhanger ending. The final moments of the episode swung back to Brooke. She stood before Ridge, tears streaming as she whispered, "Yes, Ridge. Yes, I'll marry you." The audience cheered, but the joy was tempered by a jarring cutback to Will Spencer. He stared at his laptop as an email popped up, subject line, "Confidential leak, Spencer deal exposed." His stomach dropped. The clip of Luna had gone viral, now picked up by a media outlet. Will's panicked whisper closed out the episode. "It's too late." Final thoughts. Tuesday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful gave fans everything they crave: swooning romance, youthful mistakes spiraling into disaster, and family loyalties pulled in every direction. Ridge and Brooke's engagement promises joy, but can it survive the fallout of a corporate scandal brewing right at their doorstep? And what about Will? Once the golden boy with everything handed to him, he now faces the harsh reality of high-stakes business, where one slip can unravel legacies. Luna, blissfully naive, may find herself caught in a whirlwind of blame she never intended to stir. Viewers are left with one thought. On The Bold and the Beautiful, love and power are always just one heartbeat away from chaos.